This is Steve from Boxing UK. Absolutely delighted to be joined from Las Vegas by Jason Moloney. How are you, sir? 1 week out?
Good, Steve. Yeah, 1 week out, mate. It's finally here. The opportunity I've been working towards and wanting for a long time. So 1 week out, mate. I'm pumped.
You're not going to get a bigger fight in your career than this one, are you?
Nah, mate. This is it. This is what catapults me right to the top. And that's where we'll stay for a long time. So, yeah, can't wait, mate.
Good, man. Before we start, how's lockdown treated you? Because you're one of the few fighters that's already been out this year.
Yeah, that's right, mate. In a very crazy year that's very bad for everyone. It's actually been good for me, mate. I've had two of the biggest fights of my career, and for the second time now, next week, I'll be headlining a show at the MGM Grand, which is a dream come true. So this year's worked out well for me. And if I can finish the year as planned with 3 belts around my waist, well, it'll be the best year of my life and one I'll never forget. So it's been good to me. No complaints.
I'm going to ask you about that later. So it is Inoue this Saturday. How did the fight come about, Jason? Because to most boxing fans, there was a unification with Casemiro all set up and ready to go. And now obviously he's fighting yourself. How did this come about from your end?
Well, the business of boxing, I don't know every detail, but basically, mate, over the last 2 years, since my close split decision loss to Rodriguez, I've just been working hard and putting my head down and racked up 4 good stoppage wins and got myself right up the world ratings. I was ranked in the top 5 or top 3 in all of the major sanctioning bodies. And after my last fight in June, when I beat Leonardo Baez, I was moved to the number 1 position with the WBO. So we actually thought that we were going to get a crack at Casemiro. They were originally locked in to fight Inoue. Whole pandemic and no crowd and everything like that. And from my understanding, they weren't happy with the secondary offer and they turned it down. So we initially tried to see if we could get a fight with Casemiro, but that didn't happen. And we got the better fight and the fight that we wanted, which was against Inoue. So everything worked out well for me. And as I said, I don't know every detail as to what happened behind the scenes, but we put our hand up and said, we want the biggest fight there is against Inoue, and we're ready and we believe we can win. And here's the opportunity for me to prove it.
Spot on, mate. In the UK, we would probably say Bonza. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
It's a Bonza fight.
Yeah, that works, mate. yeah. But, dare to be great. There's a lot of people out there that wouldn't have taken this fight, but we've made it pretty vocal over the last few years that this is the fight we're chasing. We want to be the number 1 bantamweight in the world, and the only way to do that is to beat the best, and we're confident we can do it.
Since the fight's been made, Jason, how many times have you heard the phrase "the monster" or "knockout power"?
Yeah,
and is it doing your head in already?
Nah, look, I'm looking forward to proving everybody that this guy's not a monster. He's another man with 2 arms and 2 legs. He's an exceptional fighter, a very good fighter. I respect him and what he's done in his career, but we're all human. We've all got 2 arms and 2 legs, and every man's beatable. And as we saw with Lomachenko the other week, all these guys in the pound for pound list, they're there to be beaten as well. They're not inhuman. And I'm looking forward to doing the same and knocking off another pound for pound grade and putting myself where I believe I deserve to be.
That's a good point you make there, Jason, because if you do the business next weekend, then Teo Lopez has probably been fighter of the year for 2 weeks. Because you would almost certainly get that.
Well, there'll be no complaints here, mate. I'll be very happy with that.
What's your mindset, Jason, when, again, obviously everybody's telling you how dangerous he is, he's knockout power, you've obviously watched him. What's your mindset? Does that change your strategy at all? Or are you just going to go in there and be Jason Moloney as you would normally be?
Yeah, just be myself, mate. I've dedicated my life for 17 years for this sport. I know how hard I've worked. I know how many sacrifices I've made, and I just believe in my ability. And as I said, I've got a lot of respect for Inoue. He's a great fighter, but he's just another man, and he's got his flaws. Every fighter's got their flaws, and I believe I've got what it takes to beat him. I know it's going to take my best performance, but that's exactly what I plan on bringing. I'm going into that ring. I've left no stone unturned. I've had a great training camp. I've done everything right. I've dedicated myself, and now it's about going out there, putting on a great performance, and achieving my dreams.
So let's concentrate on you, mate, because everyone talks about Inoue being the monster, but you've got quite a few knockouts on your record. Can you knock them out?
Absolutely. Absolutely I can. Yeah, and I believe in that 100%. You know, he's got great speed and great power, but so do I. And I haven't, you know, I've got quite a few knockouts on my record, but I haven't shown anywhere near my full potential yet. So this is the time to do it. I've got a great punch, and now it's about going out there and landing it. And I knew he's there to be hit. You know, as I said, he's a good fighter, but he comes in aggressive, back in his power, and he leaves himself open. So we'll fight fire with fire. We use our brain, of course, but I know that if I catch him clean, I can knock him out, and that's what I plan on doing.
If you go with that, mate, it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Absolutely.
Are you taking any confidence from the World Boxing Super Series final, Jason? And obviously, Nonito Donaire caused them problems. You're a lot younger and a lot fresher than Nonito. Have you taken anything from that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that was an awesome fight. You know, fight of the year. Incredible performance by both guys. But I've watched that fight hundreds of times. Watched it again last night, actually. And, you know, awesome fight. But, yeah, it gives me confidence. You know, like I said, I knew he was there to be hit, and he obviously did. You know, Donaire caught him flush with some great shots and hurt him pretty bad in that fight. Yeah. But he also let him off the hook a little bit. And, you know, what would a young, you know, fresh, you know, in his prime, Donaire would have done in that fight? I mean, I think he would have taken him out. So that's me, a young, fresh 29 in the peak of my career. And I won't be letting him off the hook when I catch him, I can tell you that.
Good man. Do you know that you're probably going to have to dig deep like Donaire did as well, though? Because
Absolutely.
You're not daft. You probably know you're going to have some tricky moments in there, shall we say?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, as they say, you can't swim without getting wet. And I know this is going to be the hardest fight of my life, and I'm prepared for that. I know I'm going to get hit by his shots. You know, this is boxing. I will have to wear some of his shots and may have to go through a little bit of, you know, adversity to get those belts around my waist. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And I think that's the big difference here. You know, like I said, I think we've both got good speed and good power, but it's the will. I know he doesn't want this as much as I want this. So I'll do whatever it takes to win this fight. And I'm willing to go to deep, dark places to get my hand raised. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Good, man. Do you think you've got an advantage that you've already fought this year, Jason, and it's coming up a year since Inoue's been in the ring?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, inactivity's not good for anyone. It's been nearly 12 months since he's fought. I know he's the sort of guy that keeps himself in shape and in the gym and, you know, always training. So he hasn't just been sitting on the couch. So I am still prepared for the best Inoue there is. I'm not expecting him to come in rusty. But, you know, the fact that I've already fought in the bubble, the fact that I fought as early as June, you know, I think they're definitely advantages towards me. And in this game, you take every advantage you can get. All these 1%ers add up. So, yeah, a few things in my favour, which is great.
Good, man. Can I just ask what it would mean to you as well, Jason? I know we joked a little bit, but if you pull this off on Saturday, you will be a worldwide name almost overnight. Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I want. You know, this will go down as the best win by an Australian fighter in our history. It's an absolutely massive, massive occasion. a massive opportunity, and that's what I want. You know, those belts are my dream, but to build a legacy and achieve something as special as that, and to go down in history as having achieved the best win by any boxer in our history, that's just an absolutely amazing achievement and something that I'll be extremely proud to do.
From a UK perspective, Jason, the only Australian boxers that are really in the psyche at the moment, Lucas Brown, but obviously he's coming to the end, and Ebony Bridges, because of our social media platform and coming over. So it would be great for Australia to have a breakthrough guy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And, you know, I've got the chance here to become a household name, as you said, and I'll do that, win these 3 belts, and then obviously my twin brother Andrew is fighting 2 weeks later to win his world title back and really put Australian boxing back on the map. And, you know, myself and Andrew can lead the way as the face of Australian boxing and go home in a month's time with 4 belts on our plane. And, you know, it'll just be the most special moment for us, having done this together for so many years, worked so hard and made so many sacrifices and trained together every single day. You know, it'll all be worthwhile when we get on that plane with those 4 belts and, become the stars that we have dreamt of becoming.
What's the family like back home with both you and Andrew fighting in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, they're good, mate. They're good. They're, you know, so supportive. But obviously they're devastated that they can't be here with us to watch us achieve these, you know, special achievements. They'd do anything to be here, but obviously with the current situation in the world, you know, they can't get here with the travel ban. So it is what it is. We'll win the belts and we'll go home and we'll celebrate with the family. And as I said, it'll be such a special moment for both of us to achieve this dream together and celebrate with all the people that have supported us since the very beginning.
Last couple, have you been watching any of the UK boxing over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I have, mate. I'm a massive boxing fan. Love what you guys are doing over in the UK. Boxing's absolutely booming, and it would be a dream of mine to go over to the UK and fight over there sometime soon, hopefully. But yeah, always watching all the UK shows, and I know you've got another big one on the 31st, the same day as my fight. So looking forward to that one too.
Will you get a chance to watch that? I think it's an 8-hour time difference, isn't it? So will that be early in the morning for you, or?
Be early in the morning, but I'll be knuckled in on my fight and fully concentrated on that. But I know another Aussie, George Cambosis, is fighting on that show, trying to earn himself a shot at a world title as well. So all the best to him. And it's going to be a big day for Australian boxing. Yeah,
we saw George earlier in the week saying that he could beat Tio Lopez.
Yeah.
If you beat Inoue and George could somehow beat Tio Lopez, my word, that's Australian boxing flipped on its head, isn't it?
It is, isn't it, mate? It's very exciting. We've got a good young crop coming through. Unfortunately, boxing's not very big in Australia. We don't get the TV network back in and the I guess the mainstream media. But with a couple of big wins and a few world champions, we'll go a long way to change that. So it's exciting. We want Australia boxing to boom in the UK. So here we go.
Good man. Last one, Jason, I promise, because I know you've been generous with your time. I'm going to the betting shop tomorrow.
Plenty of time for you.
I'm off to the betting shop tomorrow, Jason. What shall I give me a bet?
Moloney by knockout, mid to late rounds.
Good man. I'll stick that tenner on, and if it comes in, I might buy you a boomerang or something.
Go more than a tenner, mate. Come on, you got to believe in it.
All right, 20 quid.
Yeah, good man.
Good man. Jason, it's been a joy talking to you. Wish you the very, very best
Thanks
of luck.
for having me on. I appreciate it, mate. And as I said, hopefully I'll get over to the UK one day and get a fight over there because I love what you guys are doing over there. It's brilliant.
It'll be great to see you, mate. So for UK fans next week, we've got Usyk Chisora. And then most of us will be stopping up to watch your fight, mate. So the very best of luck.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
And if you win, Can we have first stabs on an interview with the belt around your neck?
Of course, mate. Of course.
You're a star, mate. Jason Moloney, thank you very much.
No, good on you, Steve. Thanks for having me on, mate.
Take care. You're welcome.